and I will I can get, I don't know how to talk. Let's just say that. I don't know how to talk. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I've been MIA for about 2 months or more, and I just wanted to come on here and do something different for you guys and explain to you guys what's been going on in my life, or the reason to why I've been so MIA. And then I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So if you want to know a little bit more about me and what's been going on in my life, then please keep on watching. So about me being MIA, I know a lot of my subscribers or followers on both social media and YouTube have been present since I started, which, if I'm correct, it's since June 2016. That's like around the time that I started. So it's been like a year and like 4 months since I created an Instagram just for makeup. And I think mostly those people have noticed like the big change. Like, I was very active. I did a lot of looks. I posted Snapchat tutorials at least once a week. I was doing really good. I didn't have a YouTube yet, but I did explain to my following that I was going to start school. So for those who don't know, I'm a cosmetology student in San Diego, and I go Monday through Saturday. I have a weird schedule. On Mondays, I would normally go from 9 in the morning to 4:45. Monday and Saturday is more of a morning schedule, but every other day is 5 to 9:30. Since I started school, I really started going down. I started going downhill. I would not do my makeup. I went like 3 months without doing my makeup. Like, not even for going out. Just because I used to go to a community college where I live, and it's only like 10 minutes away from me. And my school is 48 minutes away from me. I at least like driving when there's no traffic. When there's traffic, it can take up to 2 hours. And I don't know, like, I just wasn't used to traveling far. One, like 6 days a week. And two, I wasn't used to night classes. I don't think I'm good with night classes. And driving would get me really sleepy. So overall, my schedule just took over me. I was just tired and drained, and I remember I was like, oh my god, this is so stressful. I was not taking a lot of appointments because I went to school like 24/7, and a lot of people wanted certain times. So that's the main reason why I started going downhill since the beginning. But at the end of the day, my school is my priority, so I tried not to stress about it too much, but it is very stressing because it's so time consuming. And then after that, I think it was a lot of personal stuff. I'm a very strong believer that we grow every day. I feel like I am not the person I was yesterday, and I only grow for the better. But in order to grow, I feel like life throws a lot of shit at you. I feel like life throws a lot of stuff, and very hard stuff. So as it is, I believe I'm a very emotional person, in the sense that I am very emotionally invested in things and people. The point is, throughout the months that I have been in school, not only is it very stressing, because keep in mind, I don't see my family. I see my siblings when I drop them off at school. My sister, she is a high school student. I'm not going to say her age or anything, but she's in high school, so I only see her when I take her to school and when I pick her up from school. That is like 20 minutes out of my day that I see my sister. So my brother, I only see him 2 hours in the morning when I'm getting him ready, and by the time I take him to school, you know, it's like 2 hour gap that I get to see my brother. I do not see him after school because by that time I'm already at my school. So I don't know if any of you guys do know, but I live with my dad and my siblings, and I do not see my dad. I see him on Mondays in the afternoon, and I won't see him again until Saturday in the afternoon when I come back from school. I am very connected with my family. I am a very family-oriented person, and to go from seeing my siblings every single day, to be able to do so many things with my siblings, with my family, with my father, and to just going to see them like 2 hours a day, or not even 2 hours, not even an hour, yet alone seeing my father only like twice a week. And at first that was very, very hard. I didn't even want to get out of bed because as it is, I do suffer from like, I think we all do. I think we all have those days where we start, okay, I feel like everyone has a story, correct? Like we all have something that makes us who we are, but that has been very traumatizing and very life-changing. So as well, I have that situation in my life that changed my life forever, and that I live through every day, and I have to, push through every day. At least that's how I think about it. So I feel like some days are easier than others. So as a normal person, we all have those days where, we're really low. We tend to have bad days. And for me, it was really hard to have those bad days because I felt so alone in those bad days. It wasn't like I was looking forward to seeing my family, if that makes any sense. I know a lot of people do it. I do it now and I'm okay with it. But in the beginning, at least, it was very hard for me. And a lot of my personal situations that I'm not going to get into, I think we all know by now that it's just we change, we grow every single day, and sometimes the people who are in your life yesterday may not be in your life tomorrow. And I just dealt with a lot of that these past months. People that I invested a lot into are no longer in my life, and it is for the better, don't get me wrong. Now I have accepted it, and this is why I'm here today, because I am doing a lot better. I hope you guys understand, but I really don't think I should get into that because it does involve other people at the end of the day. So all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna label it as my emotional and my own personal problems, I felt like I let that take over my life, and I was in a very dark place. Not that I was because of these people. I'm not gonna say anything, like, I'm not blaming any of this on anyone. I'm saying me, myself, I was not in the place I wished I was. I was not in a place that motivated me. I was not in a place that it felt like myself. I was not in a place where I was happy. I was not in a place that was me. I started to lose myself. At the end of the day, so much was going on in my life that I was not okay. So overall, I just wanted to explain to you guys that the main reasons are just I was not a very strong person, and I let things control my life and take over my life. A lot of issues, a lot of, situations. I let my emotions get in the way. I just took some time off, which really set me back. And it's not even like, oh, I lost followers, because I lost followers. I lost a lot of followers. And I would post like one post on Instagram and I would get like 100 new followers. And then like not even in a week, I would lose them all. Because even I personally, when I'm following someone and I don't see that they're like, they're not involved and they're not trying to connect with their following, I unfollow them. So I totally understand why people unfollowed me. But also thank you to the ones who sticked around. Overall, that's it. I hope you guys understand a little bit as to why I've been, all over the place, and understand that this isn't what I want and this isn't what I've been wanting. So I hope you guys are excited just as I am for me to be posting more and sharing more with you guys and just enjoying life a little bit more. So moving on to the Q&A. So another thing is, before I get into the questions, I'm going to let you guys know like the basics about me. My name is Maria Luna and I go by Luna Glam. I actually really like it. I think it's really hard to find a name, but yeah. I turned 20 in December and that's super exciting. I'm fully Mexican. I think I said everything. Okay. So first question. Okay, so the first question I already answered it. I'm 19, turning 20 in December. Another one is, at what age would you want kids? I think maybe like 28 would be a good age for me. Before my 30s. I kind of would want it before my 30s. Would you ever adopt? Oh my god. Yes. What's so challenging about that though is I really, obviously I would want to have my own kids. I want to have my own kids. But ever since I was young, I've always felt really connected with kids that were adopted. I don't know, it's just something it's not even like, oh, I felt bad for them. I don't want you guys to think that, because I would meet people and I didn't know they were adopted. And maybe it's just like a coincidence that they were adopted and we got along really well. But this was with kids. This was with older people. It was with anyone that I met that I found out later on that they were adopted. And for some sort of reason, I always had a very genuine and just a beautiful bond with all these people, and they ended up being adopted. And I take that as a sign, and not even as a sign, because even if without that, I've always wanted to adopt. I always have. My biggest fear is to not be able to have kids, but at the same time it's not, just because I know I would love to adopt. I would honestly love to adopt. And I think another hard part about that is finding someone who feels the same way. I think a lot of people don't want to adopt just because they want their own children, which makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that. Neither of us is wrong or right if you believe otherwise. I will have my own children, but I definitely would love to adopt. I don't know if I ever would, like in the sense that I am actually going to. I don't know. I don't know how my sister feels about me just like putting her name out there. She's kind of like more private with her life, so I'm just gonna call my sister B. So this is my sister's friend, and she says, are you ever planning to get a pet even though B is already enough? JK. So shout out to you. I love you. But the thing about me is I never grew up with pets. My mom was not about pets. I think she had enough with us. So I've never had a pet in my life. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I've never had a pet. I'm really not used to that environment, but I did want a puppy for a very long time. So maybe in the future, once I have my own place and, you know, I'm settled down a little bit. But I know that they're a lot of work as well, so it's just like having your own baby. So I don't know. I don't know about that. How do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, 5 years. I see myself owning my own salon because that's one of my main goals. And I want to be teaching makeup classes and makeup seminars by that time. I don't know how I feel about living at home because I want to take care of my siblings. And in 5 years, my brother would be 12. So he's still kind of young. So probably living at home if I'm not like married by then. Hopefully having a good man, but that's okay. I can wait. Things happen how they are meant to happen. So yeah, that's mainly it. The next one is, what encouraged you to make a YouTube channel? Whoa. So I grew up watching YouTube videos. My main girl was Jenny69. I know she doesn't post as much anymore, but I loved her when I was younger. Oh my god. She was gonna do my makeup for prom, actually, my senior year. But this is when she had her miscarriage, and yeah, bad timing, terrible timing. But I was this close, like this close to not only meeting her, I was paying her to do my makeup. I was just so excited. I was, oh my god, I was like, Jenny69 is gonna do my makeup. Like, I watch her all the time. Every time I would watch her, like, you know when they're like, when you're watching a video, like I would answer for her, like it, as if like I was like, oh, if I was me and that was me filming this video, like I would be saying this, I would be doing this. Like, I put myself in the videos and in the situation so many times because I wish that was me, like recording and having all these people like ask me questions and like being able to share like knowledge and, you know, advice and being able to have that platform where you can connect with people and you can like help them out. You know, it's so important and significant. It's not even like, oh, they know me, like I'm known. It's not even like that. It's just the fact that you have the platform to share stuff, and you know, people actually hear you out. And I don't know, every time I just put myself in any video, like anybody, because then after Jenny 69 I started watching a lot more people. I think what encouraged me, not necessarily encouraged me, I don't know what encouraged me. I just know that I have been wanting to do this for such a long time, such a long time. But I'm a very, I wouldn't say insecure. I tend to be really hard on myself. I tend to be so hard on myself that every time I try something new or I put myself in a situation where obviously as a person I'm getting tested, because that's what life is about. Like, you know, how you handle situations, it's what makes you the person that you are. How you go about things, how you treat people, like all these situations, they're who you are. So I'm so hard on myself. I know I'm not the person that I want to be completely. I have so much growing to do. I'm only 19 and I just want to be wiser, and I want to grow, and I know I'm going to make mistakes. I'm never going to be perfect. But there's always room for being a better person. And that's just what I believe in. Like, it's kind of unhealthy because it makes me stress out. The point is, the reason why I didn't want to start, or I didn't start, because I've been trying to start YouTube for over a year now. Like, I've been trying to start it. Like, I've recorded videos and I just didn't post them because I didn't like them. So I think what just encouraged me was, if you don't do it now, you'll never do it. Just because you know that there is always, at least me, because I know that there's room for growth. This video can be 10 times better. I could have phrased things better. I could have looked better. My hair could have been better. There's always room for better. And what I've learned is that being hard on myself is really so unnecessary. I started realizing you're never gonna be like, this video's perfect. I'm never gonna think that about my videos. I'm never gonna think that about myself. So I think what just pushed me was, you want to do this, like, and I know what I want, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And it's kind of scary, and I guess this connects to another question that I got asked. Like, so basically the message says that this person has been wanting to start YouTube, that they don't know how and where and how to go about it, and they just need guidance. So if this is what you want to do, like, ooh, girl, not even money wise, not even like, oh, I'm gonna be famous, like, no. If this is what you want to do, you honestly just have to do it. You just have to. One of the reasons also why I was delaying so much uploading is because I got so sucked into the idea of having a really good quality video, and like, you know, everything has to be perfect. Like, I need to get a ring light, like I need to get a camera, like I need to get this, I need to get that. No, like, I got so sucked into it that you forget, like, I'm just trying to do this because this is what I enjoy, and this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to share with people, and I want to have this, you know, connection with people, and I want to be able to help other people. And I totally forgot about what my goal was, that I focused so much on, like, oh my god, like I don't have a ring light, oh my god, like I don't have this camera, oh my god, like I don't have this editing software. I know a lot of YouTubers who have been on YouTube for so long are like, that's why they're kind of getting upset with YouTube community, is because so many people are wrapped up in the, like, they're setting up like a whole like studio for a video, and I feel like some people are just forgetting what it's about. It's not about, you know, having a ring light and having like this awesome backdrop, and you know, like, it's what I'm saying and what I'm gonna show you guys that should matter. And honestly, if you think that this is what you want to do, and you want this, like, you want this for yourself, go for it. Honestly, I would recommend not spending the least amount of money and seeing how it works for you. I've switched my setup so many times. Even before I started YouTube, I'm telling you guys, I have tried filming videos for over a year now. Like, I would sit there and try to film a video. I used my vanity lights for a while. Now I'm using a ring light, but that's the reason why I got a ring light. I know you guys are like, okay, you're saying not to invest in equipment, but you have a ring light. No, I bought a ring light because I do clients in the morning and I have appointments like at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Like I have early appointments. So what I do is I take my ring light so that way I can get better lighting, because when I don't have lighting, it tends to slow me down, and two, I can probably do a horrible job if I don't have lighting. But that's why I have a ring light, but of course it helps me out with my videos. Honestly, I don't recommend you investing in equipment like crazy, because you don't really know if this is what you want to do. First of all, you can probably hate it once you start filming, because it is very stressing. It is so stressing. I remember I was telling someone about it recently. I was like, oh, you know, like every time I film I take like at least 2 hours, and they were like, 2 hours? Like, do you edit it after you film? Well, no, like editing takes up to 6 hours sometimes. For me, it takes a little bit longer because I edit on my phone. So I think it's like harder to edit on your phone. Editing can take up to 4 to 6 to 8 to a whole day of editing, depending on what kind of video you did. Filming for me takes up to 2 hours, just because my camera heats up, or the battery dies, or I take a snack, or whatever the reason may be. And editing takes forever. So I was like I don't think people understand how stressing it can be. It can be really stressing. So you don't know if this money that you're investing in YouTube as a career is going to be worth it, because you don't know if that's what you want to do. You haven't sat there and like actually tried it for a while. Filming, let's see, setup. I mean, I can share with you guys my setup. Like I can do another whole video on like what equipment and stuff I use and all that good stuff with more detail, but point is, go for it. Just go for it. Work with what you have, and I promise you, you will get positive feedback. You will. Be yourself. It is the biggest, like, you don't even have to listen to me if you want, because I haven't been on YouTube for a very long time. Not a long time at all. But if you watch any video, it's just be yourself. At the end of the day, if you try to be someone you're not, you're gonna only become miserable, because you have to put up this face. And it's like this with real life or with anything. If like, you will become miserable if you're trying to be someone you're not, if you're trying to put this face for someone. At the end of the day, just be yourself. Like, that is my biggest tip. Be yourself. You're awkward at the beginning, fine, be awkward, be super awkward until you get comfortable, but be yourself, because at the end of the day, like, everything comes to light. So I honestly, that's my biggest thing. Just be yourself. It's not the most comfortable thing at first. Honestly, I'm nervous right now. Like, it's normal. So just recommend be yourself. I feel like I'm just going on a rant and rant and rant, but just be yourself and really enjoy it, because that's what you're here for, to enjoy this. And yeah, some people may not like it, some people will. Everything in life comes with bad and good, but the good always outweighs the bad. Most of the time, that's what happens. If this is something you want to start, remember why, and just be yourself and enjoy it and be happy and give it your all. So the next question, since I kind of went over the whole YouTube thing already, the next question is, what does your dad think about you doing makeup for a living? I don't know if some of you guys may know, but first, when I graduated from college, when I graduated from high school, I wanted to major in sociology because I wanted to be a social worker. I had set my mind to be a social worker. I really wanted to help children, and I wanted to be in that industry. I remember I was so nervous to tell my dad. I recently changed my major. I've been in school for about like 6 months, I want to say. When I told my dad, I actually sat him and my aunt together. I feel like she is interested in the best for me, and her and my mom were really close. So I don't know, I just felt like I wanted my aunt to be there as well, because I didn't know how my dad was gonna react. I was kind of scared. I don't know why, like, my dad has never not supported me, but it's just, I was just nervous. So anyways, when I told my dad that I wanted to drop out of college, or switch my major at least to cosmetology, he was kind of surprised. He was like he enjoys his job. He loves his job. My dad is so talented at his job, and he tells me all the time, like, I'm so happy you found something that you love doing. I'm so proud of you. You know, that's my baby girl. And he says a lot of positive things, and he always tells me like, no matter what I have to do, like, I'm gonna help you get there because you have this chance and you have this talent. And every time like I'm about to post a video, like I'm recording, like he's always like, oh, mi niña hermosa. Like, my dad really hypes me up. And yeah, my dad thinks it's something incredible in the sense that he's happy for me, and he really pushes me and motivates me. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have a strong support system from my father, and he doesn't tell me all the time. He's not a mushy smooshy emotional person who tells you I love you all the time, but when he does, or when he talks to me to other people, it really warms my heart, because my work doesn't go unnoticed, and I have such a strong support system, and it's amazing. It really, when I read this question, I was like, I'm so proud to answer this question, because my dad truly supports and encourages me, and he really loves what I do. It's really good to feel that and hear that, and just know that I can say that. Me saying this makes me really happy. It's not even like me showing it off. I'm sorry if I came off like really strong, but yeah, my father is very supportive. The rest are kind of like about makeup, like, oh, what's your favorite makeup brand? What makeup brand do you dislike? I don't know, that's hard. I really love Anastasia, but yeah, I mean, I love their brand. I think their brand is really good, and they usually come out with really high quality products. But yeah, I would definitely say Anastasia is an amazing brand. I love Morphe because they're affordable, and I like their eyeshadow palettes, but I know a lot of you guys are sick of Morphe, so I'm not going to talk about them. It's not that I dislike them, but I'm not a big fan of the naked palettes, like the eyeshadow palettes. I don't like Urban Decay naked palettes. I don't really like them, but that's really hard. I can't answer that. If you were ever able to collaborate with a makeup brand, who would you want it to be? Oh my god, honestly, yeah, probably Anastasia or Morphe. No, probably Anastasia. I love their brand. I really love a lot of their products. Their eyeshadow palettes are amazing too. I just love their brand. What's the worst thing you ever did in high school? I don't really want to answer this. I was so bad freshman year. Just think about the worst thing that anyone can do and just put me on the list, because I practically did everything. Okay, wait, no, because that can be really bad. Don't think like that. I can definitely say that I was very lost. I was very traumatized, and I was very depressed, and I was just, oh my god, like every time I think back, I'm like, Maria, what were you thinking? Well, I can name like 3. I'll give you guys like 3. I started a fight my freshman year, and it was my fault. I got suspended for 5 days, and I can tell you guys that story. But I never got into a fight ever again because my dad, well, I was going to, but that one wasn't my fault. Some girl just wanted to jump me. But my dad threatened me and told me that if I ever got into a fight again, that I would be sent to Mexico, so I never got into a fight ever again. But I did almost get expelled because the thing is, oh, see, I have so many story times for you guys. I started that fight my freshman year, and I got suspended for 5 days, and you know, I came back, I was fine. And then later on, some other girl wanted to fight me, and I remember, like, I was like, why do you want to fight me? Like, I don't get it. Like, I was so confused. I was like, I don't even know you. I don't even know your name. I was like, all I know is that you're friends with so-and-so. I was like, I don't even get why you're trying to fight me. And she's like, I just don't like you. Like, my friends don't like you. Like, you know, it was like that type of fight or situation. Because the thing is, it was on a date. I'm going to rant. We'll do story times. But point is, like, the office found out that we were trying to, like, kind of set up a fight, I guess. That's what they took it as, that we were trying to set up a fight. And they called me in, and they were like, oh, we need you to come in so we can talk to both of you guys. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I just know that that's one of the reasons. And I kind of, like, even though I didn't get in trouble because it was clear that I wasn't trying to fight, I still got put another warning. And I got in trouble one more time. It was over such a dumb reason, but I was a feisty little girl. Like, I think some girl told on me because that girl was bullying me, and I was like fed up with it, so I did something back to her in the sense like I was being rude now, and she got hurt, so she went up and told on me, and I was like, you were the one bullying me. I was always like ditching, and I was like always hanging out with bad influence. And one of the questions that I forgot to mention was, am I just going to be posting makeup videos? I want to be posting challenges, story times, videos, like chatty videos, so that way I can, you know, bring up some topics that I feel are very important. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, then please subscribe. I have so much coming for you guys, and I hope you guys are just excited as I am. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.